What is he?
Oh no, it's Ragiroth Enterprises!
I love to sing about the moon and the June and the springer. I love to sing about a sky of blue or a keyboard cue, anything with.
How's it going, everybody? Ragiroth Enterprises here. I feel like when later it looks like I'm gonna tell a spooky story or something like that. Ooh, which is sort of fitting because I wanted to do a video talking about Resident Evil 2 Remake. I've been wanting to do a video talking about this game. It was one of my favorite things announced at E3. It was something I've been waiting to see in action for a long time. Because I know they said, 4 or 5 years ago, we do it, and we haven't heard anything since. So I was willing to see it in action, and it's actually not that far off. Funnily enough, I actually did do a reaction video to that and the whole Sony conference, but I apparently didn't hit record on my phone, so yeah. I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal anyway. Like, yeah, I was happy, but it wasn't anything, wasn't like jumping out of my seat, but I was definitely happy to see it. Now, the funny thing is, I've never actually fully played Resident Evil 2. I think I briefly played it on emulator one time, and I think I've watched a friend play it like a long time ago for a little bit. I mean, I basically know the gist of what happens in it because I played Resident Evil Dark Side Chronicles, and that kind of abridges the story for Resident Evil 2 and like Code Veronica. And I mean, obviously I know like Leon, Claire, Sherry, and Ada all make it out because there's other games past that where they're in. But you get what I'm saying. And I know the main villain is like William Birkin. But I wanted to, I guess, try to hold off on fully playing Resident Evil 2 because I wanted it to be kind of more of a fresh experience. And I think this game will definitely do that. I think, considering what we've seen. So there are my general thoughts on it. It's I'm really looking forward to it. I actually have like the collector's edition pre-ordered. Got my Star shirt on. I'm really looking forward to it. And I think for a video, I just kind of want to talk about maybe some like features I'd like to see in the game. That's about it. Can't do really top 10 character list or anything like that. Just some things I'd maybe like to see be added in the game.
Resident Evil 2.
Alright, so, well, first of all, this is me playing Resident Evil Remake on screen, and I am sorry, I am absolutely terrible at this game, so I apologize ahead of time. I suck at the old Resident Evil games. I just figured I'd play it, because I never beat it, and I figured it'd be cool to, kind of get me ready for Resident Evil 2 Remake. So anyway, yeah, this first feature, something not really crazy. It would just be cool to have like costumes from other games, primarily for Leon. I love his Resident Evil 4 and even more so his Resident Evil 6 design. And nothing against his Resident Evil 2 design. I like it, especially I really like the reimagining in this game. It would just be cooler to have his future outfits as well. At least the outfits. I mean, it doesn't have to like age him or change his hair at the very least. Even though I would love if he had more of the longer hairstyles, but even not, it's okay as long as we got the costumes. For Claire, I mean, I'm really happy with her outfit in this game, and I feel like it actually kind of encompasses all of her looks from different games. And I feel like her look never really drastically changes that much. I guess it would be sort of nice if we just had a classic outfit for her from Resident Evil 2. I know because I feel like I do see some people kind of prefer that one. I personally prefer this one, but it would be nice just to have that. Now, I don't know if it would be in-game or DLC. I mean, it's Capcom, so it probably will be DLC. And I know there are some outfits already kind of confirmed for, I think, the deluxe edition. And I think I saw them listed. And while they're cool, I would just like to see actual other main outfits from other games. Kind of like how, like, in Resident Evil Remake, Chris and Jill have their BSAA outfits from Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 5. I was going to say Resident Evil 6 as well, but not as 5. So yeah, this is, I think, I don't think this is a crazy feature to ask for. I just don't know if it's going to be in the base game or not, or I feel like it'll probably be DLC. But yeah, I mainly want it for Leon. Claire, it's like, yeah, you could have a classic look for her. Maybe her Code Veronica, even though I feel like that's even more like this one. It's not that much drastically different from Resident Evil 2. Maybe Revelations 2, I don't know how popular that look was. Or maybe even from the movies. But like I said, it's more, in this case I care more about Leon, but Claire would be a nice bonus as well if we got this. So yeah, hopefully it's in. I mean, if not, it's not a huge deal, but I would definitely like it.
Resident Evil 2.
Alright, so now, ever since, I guess, well, actually probably Resident Evil 2 sort of started this, funnily enough. We've always had kind of some extra sort of survival battle mode. Mercenaries is the most popular, I guess, probably version of it. It's been, I think, Mercenaries and it's extreme battle mode in 2, and Mercenaries in 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think Code Veronica had anything like that. I don't, it might have. I don't remember. But, and I know it was like, it's been raid mode in the Revelations games. I feel like they, I don't know if they would just kind of call it battle mode in this or call Mercenaries or raid mode. I guess they could just call it battle mode and kind of revamp it, add a lot more to it. But I guess it would be kind of cool if they just kind of made it Mercenaries mode or raid mode too. But I feel like raid mode is kind of sort of a game within a game. And I mean, even though I know I could tell they're putting a lot of work into this, I don't really think like it's going to be like, something they want to kind of put a lot of time in. Mercenaries, yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of time and effort as well too. I could definitely tell, but I feel like it's probably not as over the top with all like, the leveling up and weapons and all that. So yeah, I would love to see like a full-blown Mercenaries mode. It doesn't have to have like every Resident Evil character. It could have like, so in the original you could play as Leon, of course, Claire, of course, Ada and Chris. Chris wasn't even in the game, funnily enough. I think if they took it a step further, they had those 4 and added like Jill, since she's been she's obviously been around that time. She's even in Raccoon City around the same time as Leon. Wesker, definitely. I just don't know if it would be kind of Resident Evil 5 Wesker. I guess maybe it would just be like Resident Evil 1 Wesker, but maybe you could always have the 5th outfit as like as an alternate outfit for him. I would love if they put Billy in, but I feel like Capcom does not want to acknowledge Billy like anymore. I mean, I guess yeah, we've had him in the Umbrella Chronicles and obviously the Resident Evil 0 remake, but I feel like anything beyond Resident Evil 0, they just don't want to have him in. I guess Rebecca, Barry would be cool. I think at the very least, I think Wesker and Jill, I feel like should be the, I guess probably the 2 main characters to add. Especially because I feel like if you had Jill and Wesker, you'd basically have, I'd say, the biggest Resident Evil characters available for once. Oh wait, outside of Revelations 2 maybe. No, I think Revelations 2 is maybe even missing Jill. I'm not even sure. For once, in like I guess kind of a playable in one mode, even if it's not the main story, I think that'd be really cool. And yeah, I guess just make it more like Mercenaries, and I think that'd be fun. I don't really know which one. I mean, I guess 5 or 6 was probably the most expansive one, even if I had some of the best memories of 4, but I feel like 5 is a bit more expansive with it. I don't know if they would do this. I feel like there's going to be at least some extra mode. I don't know if it's going to be that expansive. It might just have, those original 4 characters. But I don't know. Hopefully they would add more. But I would definitely love to see it.
Resident Evil 2.
Alright, so I kind of put these in one category because I don't think they'll happen, and they're definitely a more crazier request of me. But I know in Resident Evil 2 there was originally a rumor saying you can unlock Akuma, I think by doing something really crazy in the game, like beating on very hard, or beating it and not taking any damage or something like that, kind of how you would fight Akuma in the old Street Fighter games, and you could actually play as him. I kind of think it would be a nice, really cool, fun Easter egg if you could play as him through the game. I mean, I guess the cutscenes would just be with Leon and Claire, whoever, or maybe there just wouldn't be any cutscenes. I mean, he probably wouldn't be able to do much. It'd probably just shoot Hadouken, I guess punch, maybe do a Shoryuken or something, and I guess his attacks would be really strong, but he wouldn't have a ton of attacks. And I guess just like Akuma in the actual Street Fighter games, his health would be complete ass. And then this other possible request, I saw someone mention on GameFAQs, and I thought it would be kind of cool, is if I guess there was a John Wick mode for at least I guess Leon. I don't know about Claire, but I guess it would be kind of it would be kind of playing as him more in I guess 4 or 6, when I guess there's he can do a lot more crazier moves and stuff. Maybe even more so than that. Maybe I guess more 6, how he can kind of dual wield and pistols and stuff. Just kind of I guess doing fights or I guess fighting kind of how he does in Resident Evil Vendetta. I don't think they would do this just because I feel like they want to try to go for more survival horror experience, and it's it's not quite the goofy crazy Easter egg that Tofu or I guess being able to play as Akuma would be. So I think this is actually probably less likely than being able to play as Akuma, just because I feel like you'd have to totally change how the game would function. But I think it would be really sick if they did do this, and obviously it would be still more of a survival horror game. but it would be a nice bonus to people that kind of are interested in, I guess, the more actiony sides of Resident Evil as well.
Resident Evil 2.
Alright, so now for my last one. This is probably the one I want the most, and I would like to say it's at least more realistic than the previous request. I don't know about the the mercenaries and costumes from other games, but I think it's definitely plausible. I would love for, I guess, a campaign or scenario with Ada. I know in Resident Evil 2 there wasn't one. You could really only play as her in the battle mode. I think it was Umbrella Chronicles and or Darkside Chronicles. I forget which one. One of them did have a scenario where you played as Ada during the events of Resident Evil 2. I want to say it was Darkside Chronicles because that was more like Leon, Claire, Resident Evil 2 centric game, but I know Ada has been in other games, and I know I looked stuff up and it said she's playable in Umbrella Chronicles, so it could be both. It could just be Umbrella Chronicles. I'm not sure, but point is, in one of those games, she had a scenario where you played as her during the events of Resident Evil 2, and I would love for something like that again. Like, ideally, I would love if it like a full campaign like Claire and Leon. I think at the very least maybe a campaign, just maybe not quite as long. This would definitely probably have to be DLC because first of all, it wasn't in the original Resident Evil 2, so there's kind of less of a reason to really put that in a remake. Because it's a remake, not I guess an adding thing. But not that they're not adding anything, but that's kind of a bigger deal. And I feel like for it to be kind of like a bigger campaign, it would have to be like something added post-launch, right, kind of after everything else is done. I could see them adding something where you play as Ada. I just don't know if it would be something as expansive as a full campaign like Leon and Claire again. So yeah, I think that's about it. There might be other features I'd want as well in the game, but I feel like these are probably the main ones that I'd really like to see. And, I'm really looking forward to this game. It's definitely one of my most anticipated games. Even if these features aren't in, it'll be disappointing, but it's not gonna be like a deal breaker or anything like that. I'm really pleased with what I'm seeing, and they are still kind of they are still putting in some of the wackier, cool stuff like Honk and Tofu, and I guess that crocodile thing. And hopefully there will at least be a battle mode. But yeah, I think that's about it for this video. Let me know what you guys would want to see in the Resident Evil 2 remake. Like what other features you'd like to see that were either in Resident Evil 2 and just expand upon, or totally brand new crazy things. Actually, one other bonus feature, and I personally don't really care about it, just to kind of make people kind of be quiet about it. It would be kind of cool if there was maybe a fixed camera mode, just so people that prefer that can play as that. I probably would never use it. Maybe it's kind of just to check it out, but I'm more a fan of the over the shoulder. But I think it would kind of appeal. This would basically make the game appeal to everybody if it did. But yeah, this is just kind of a bonus one. But yeah, and let me know if you're excited for Resident Evil 2 Remake. Like the video if you like it, dislike if you dislike it. It's a free country. Subscribe if you haven't, if you like my other videos. Follow me on social media. It's in the description below. And as I always say, another time, another place. Keep being awesome.